Apparently, just recently, just in May, apparently, some a Texan family had a 12-year-old son. Apparently, they have sued Apple, creator of the iPhone and AirPods and iPods, MacBook, yeah, that company. They're apparently suing the company because he has permanent hearing loss after wearing AirPods. When Amber Alert, well, of course, every time, some kid goes missing, so the family, they're blaming the company for negligence and fraud. And they're blaming the company for for playing the Amber Alert at a loud volume, regardless of the volume set by the user. Although, if you recall, there has been a girl named Amber around 1980s. Texas girl. Yeah, she was kidnapped. Apparently, she was she ended up being killed. So the entire community was looking for her, but her body never turned up until they found her body dead. So ever since then, they had the name Amber Alert because for kids who have gone missing. And there have been several. Of course, they send these electronic messages. They go and with the notification saying the kid's name, what they were last wearing, where they disappeared, and maybe the suspect that maybe took the kid. Yeah, some people, due to the loud noise, they're complaining about it, but they forget, what if it was your own kid? So the family claimed their son's life has been severely altered after the eardrum is ruptured in May 2020 when he was having AirPods in and watching Netflix on his phone. So now the kid wears hearing aids due to hearing loss and tinnitus. That suffers from some dizziness and needs to wear a hearing aid currently. Yet the fact that what people have pointed out that technically it's the boy's fault for not only did he had apparently he had the phone in, but he was cranking the volume very high. And whenever you use like wireless headphones, or if you actually wired headphones that you plug in your phone, like older models, but the newer phones, they just give you wireless earbuds. Like Apple has AirPods. With the Androids, they have other. They'll actually give one in a kit, in a box that you buy with your phone. They give you charging wire, and which is the same as the Apple one. That apparently is universal now. So yeah. You can also charge that same wire. You can charge an Apple phone or Android phone with that. Older phones, you couldn't, but now you can. So when you use one of those, Otherwise, just you watching content or listening to content on your smartphone. There's apparently that bar, that blue bar that shows up when regarding volume. But when you use like headphones or earphones, wired or wireless, a special one shows up where it's like the blue one, the volume control. But there's a red. It sort of goes to medium, so. But when you sort of go to the middle, a red. If you sort of go past the middle, a red alert shows up saying that this is listening to content at a loud volume can cause ear damage. So that message will show up on your phone regardless of what kind of phone you have, with like an Android or Apple phone, and a message will pop up out. Yeah, some people will ignore that, and they will literally crank that up. So technically, it is not Apple's fault, because with also Apple phones, this message shows up. So since the boy had really put the volume at the maximum, of course it would make sense for the Amber Alert to go and it will of course it would damage his ears, and of course he could have just watched it not using AirPods. Although people seem to go wireless preference, it's much more safer and when watching or listening to content that has like volume in it, don't crank the volume up to maximum, because even if you are not using headphones or like or earbuds, they can cause you ear damage regardless of if you're using them or not using them. So it is just like a silly thing for to blame a company, because and well, some people also have shown proof that he was listening to a high volume. Otherwise, he would have seen that message on his phone or device, probably his parents' phone, because probably too young to actually get his own phone, but new generation these days. Obviously didn't see the notification that showed up. He probably he just clicked the agree button, or just to an inconvenience for him, and then he ignored the message that showed up. And unfortunately, he has now had a hearing loss and has to wear hearing aids. So it's actually the little boy's fault for doing that. And unfortunately, it's not Apple's fault for doing that. Yeah. You really gotta know and be self-aware of when it comes to technology, because due to this kind of problems, these kind of messages show up whenever you're using earbuds or headphones. So yeah. Be aware of what volume you're cranking it up to, and don't go to max. Just go to up to the maximum volume limit before it enters the red zone, which is probably around 51% volume level, as you can probably see.